Hey guys, it's Tessa. So, I just finished filming my video about my first market and all of that. And I've already signed up for our next one. Currently, I'm working on one of the 2 custom orders I got during that event as well. One of them's for another vendor who was there, just wants another one of the orange guy I made, the Forest Guardian. She just wants one in this teal color with black as the accent instead of the orange and the tan. So I'm working on that guy, and then I have yarn coming for the other custom order, and it's another one of these duckies. This time it's going to be in the mallard colorway, so the like green head, white stripe, and the brown body. Currently we're trying to figure out what wing shape she wants, so if she wants it like mounted to the body like this, or if she wants the wing to be like flappable. So I'm just waiting for that update, and then once the yarn comes in a couple days, I'll be able to get straight to the project. I should be able to finish this guy probably tomorrow and get him shipped out probably the following day, so that's nice. I'm working on his head currently, so I'm not very far into it. I've had to restart twice though, because I was using too big of a hook and I realized it. But I'm going to finish the head today is my goal, and to finish all of the extra parts, so not including the hands and the feet. It's just going to be the head, the horns, the ears, and the tail are my goal to finish today, or get as much of that done as today as I can, so that all I have to do tomorrow are the arms, legs, and body. I talked a lot of big talk last night where I was like, I'm gonna finish this, and this of the guy I was making for commission. Yeah, hey, I'm out of safety eyes. So I ordered some. They're supposed to come on the 23rd, and then I believe the yarn for the other custom order should be coming on the 24th. So that's gonna be fun. I also can't remember if I mentioned this last night or not, but I did sign up for another event at the end of November, and I should be updating my website shortly for it. So that's cool. But I also sold the first clove and thyme shawl, which is nice. I'm making another one currently that's going to be, this is a neon green. I do not know why it's so blue on camera, but it's going to be the neon green and black. And then I'm hoping I'll have enough time before the event to recreate the original using the loops and threads, this yarn, whatever this yarn is. The Soft Classic, that's what it is. Using the Soft Classic, because they have a bunch of similar colors to like the Big Twist taupe and things like that. So I'm hoping if I can just get close enough in the color similarities, I can essentially just recreate it, which would be nice because I love that colorway. Oh my gosh, I thought it was so pretty. But it is currently, I have about a month till my next event. So I kind of got to figure out a little bit of what I want to make. I want to go back through my sales and see kind of what did the best, and go from there a bit and just kind of see. All of my little mini plushies did pretty well, and that was kind of all the mini plushies I had, so I might have to make a few more like octos and stuff. The octos seem to do the best, so I might just make a crap ton of octos with all this like plush yarn I have here that I hate using. So that'd be fun. I bought some yarn as well to make more of the fox beanies because those sold really well, or that sold really well. And I want to make a couple more bunny beanies for sure before the next event, next market. Just because they were big like attraction items, and then also they seem to do one of the better ones. Like I only sold 2 of them, but outside of the plushies, I think it was the bunny beanies and the like scarves / cardigans that did the best. I sold 1 cardigan, and I sold the fall interlude, like I mentioned, the clove and thyme shawl. I sold, I believe, only 1 top. Also, the plushie that seemed to do the best were these little rubber duckies I made. Like I have one of them. I think I showed it to you yesterday. This rubber ducky. Ah! I found this pattern on Pinterest, and so I made 5 of them. They were immediate attraction options for a lot of people. So I might make a bunch of ducks as well, especially since I have that yarn coming to make the mallard custom order. So I might make a bunch of mallards instead, so I have a couple of them to bring with me for the event. So that would be pretty fun. This next event is hosted by the same people who did the event I just finished, which is nice. And hopefully that means it'll have similar levels of traction. But yeah, so that's my check-in for now. Last night was just kind of rough for me because I'm dealing with some stuff from therapy and all that jazz. So I was just not doing too hot last night, so I didn't really work on anything. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so I'm cruising. I'd like to finish this panel and then work on my spreadsheet probably for the items I know for sure I want to bring to the market with me that I already have made, and then also some items that I think would do well at the market that I want to make as well. I did something similar for the Halloween market. I basically just kept a general list of items I wanted to make and would mark them off every time I made one. So I'm going to do something similar this time though. I'd like to have a more solid view of what my inventory is with me, because even though I did that even though I made that spreadsheet for the Halloween market, I didn't include everything I brought with me, or I also included things that I didn't bring with me. So it made it a little bit hard for me to fully follow what inventory I brought. So I think next time I'm just going to be a little bit more clear on my inventory, so I can just double check that and all that jazz. But yeah. So I'm going to keep working on this. I think my goal is just to finish this portion of the panel, so I think just the 2 more rows of the green, and then I can pause for the night because most of this progress is from that, or is from today alone. So yeah, I'm also running low of the skein of green anyway, but that's where I'm at, and I'll check it again a little bit later. I haven't checked it in the last couple days because I've been a little busy and not feeling the best, so I've been forgetting. Anywho, I'll insert some photos here, but I finished the duck commission because my yarn finally came in. I think I'm going to start selling these without the wings, so without the like taupe color there on the wing section. I think I'm going to start selling them, and I'm definitely having them for that market in November. I also cannot remember if I told you guys or not. I did kind of a review of my sales at the last market, and the things that did the best, as always, are going to be plushies. They typically do the best in general, and I also know I shortchanged myself on plushies because I just don't like having them in my house, so I'd prefer to have them a little bit cheaper if it means I can get rid of the inventory. The second thing that did the best was various beanies. So I sold 1 bunny beanie, I sold the fox beanie, and I sold, I believe, 1 just normal knit beanie. So it's 3 items of the same type. I did get a ton of comments. I did get a ton of comments and compliments, specifically I did get a bunch of comments and compliments specifically on the bunny beanies. I just did not have them displayed the best, honestly, because I had them laying flat on the table. I think I have a plan for next time though. I really want to get like a grid eventually, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get a grid before the next market because those bitches be expensive, and I want to get better exterior lights first, I think. I don't know. It just kind of depends. Point is, I need to find a better way to display them because once people saw them, they loved them. I also just had a limited quantity of the different colors. I only had 5 that I brought with me. The Beetlejuice one got the most compliments because, of course, Beetlejuice is really popular right now. Essentially, though, point is, I'm going to find a better way to display these. And I didn't show you, but I finished a bunny beanie as well because I was waiting for the yarn for both the commissions. I was waiting for the yarn for one of the commissions, and then the safety eyes I needed for the second commission. And those safety eyes just arrived. So I can finish the second commission. I'm probably going to finish it over the rest of this week. It's Thursday currently. Just because plushies kill my hands, and I don't really love making them, but obviously I don't mind making them. So I remade essentially the forest and black beanie. I cannot remember what yarn I used, and I did not note it properly when I originally did it. So I ended up switching the name to Sage instead. Sage and black, and I know for sure because I'm talking about it now. Using the big boy succulent in the Caring 1 pounds. That's for me, not for you. I mean, you can use it too, I don't care. But here we go, here she is. My bangs look insane. Bop, bop, boop, bop, beep. Awesome. I also sold the orange and black beanie over the same day as the market, actually. So I brought the orange and black one with me because I knew I had enough yarn to replace it if I needed to. But that one did not end up selling. The other forest and black one did, like I mentioned. We now have the forest with the sage and black beanie again. So this guy can be good to go. I still have the black and green clove and thyme shawl that I'm working on. I'm also trying to work on finishing up the pattern so I can get it tested and released, hopefully by the end of this year. My brain's a little tired though, and I have not been working on it pretty much at all because I wanted to finish this and kind of properly time myself on these beanies to make sure I'm not shortchanging myself too much. Looking at my tracker here, it's roughly 40 minutes an ear, so that's 80 minutes, hour and 20, and that's like what, roughly an hour to do the actual beanie part and sewing in the ends. So that's 180, so 3 hours exactly. Yeah, that's perfect. I sold them for about 30 bucks as well. I also have 20% off, kind of always available on my site as well if you check out my other social medias. But yeah, bunny beanie done. I'm gonna take a break first of all because my hand's killing me. I have not been crocheting or knitting nearly as much as I usually do, so I have to rebuild up my tolerance to doing it relentlessly. So in the meantime, I am going to get sorted on the safety eyes I just bought, put those away. I think I currently now only have 30mm and 16mm, and that's it. I mean, that's all I really use. To be honest, I don't like making much smaller plushies in that because it starts to hurt my hands too much. But yeah. One more try on for this beanie. I also tried doing a different ear attachment method. I have to be able to see. Actually, I think I like this one more. It makes the ears a little more like, let me scoot a little bit, a little more loosey-goosey instead of like kind of stiff in the back. So they can kind of pull forward a little bit better in my opinion. I cannot see through my hair. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this away in the inventory, update it on my site. This color looks practically identical to the other color that the original forest beanie was in. So probably gonna relist it with a new photo, but that means I need to wait till it's daytime again to do that. And since it's Thursday, I'll probably end up doing that on Saturday morning. But this weekend, like the last few weekends, is moderately busy as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm house sitting for my best friend because she's going up a couple cities to do essentially her wedding. She's already married, but they're doing like an actual mini ceremony, just them. It's really sweet and cute and I love it. But we're watching their house in the meantime, and then on Sunday I'm hoping to get details to drop off the duck commission, and hopefully be able to do that then as well. I think that's all I have this weekend, which does not sound like a lot, but I didn't think the market would be a lot on me physically, and I'm still recovering from carrying all that heavy ass shit, so who knows. Anyway, I'm gonna start rambling. Stop rambling at this point. Again, I don't know. We'll check it again soon. I don't know. Okay. So I feel like a trash can right now, so forgive me if the audio is weird or something. I just don't feel very well. I haven't felt well all week, and today's kind of been the head of it. Anyway, I finished our second commission. He's coming up a little more blue on camera. He's more of a teal color, but he is ready and about to be packed and shipped out probably tomorrow. Once again, like I did on the previous version of this I made, the orange one, I did my ear modification again because I just prefer these ears, and they didn't tell me they wanted them differently, so I kept them as that. And I think the only other modification I really made was to the horns, just because I'm using black yarn and it's impossible to see pretty much. I started with 6 stitches. Excuse me. I started with 6 stitches instead of 4 stitches, and then took out an entire row as well, or else it's going to be really too tall in my opinion. But yeah, here he is, tail and all. So I'm going to get ready to pack him now and ship him out tomorrow. Alright, so I was working on the green and black Cloven shawl, and then I started just getting overwhelmed by how chaotic my yarn and desk area is. For those of you who are new, I bought a crap ton of yarn for my first market and used quite a bit of it. However, I bought too much yarn and now I don't have space for it in my cubby guide. Like this is already overflowing behind me. Like the green, I'm so scared of the green section because I know it's overflowing beyond belief. So is the orange and yellow, so is the blue, so is the white, so is the black, doesn't matter. But I also have bins. I have a box here below me that you can't see that has all this cotton yarn that I bought, and most of the cotton yarn I own. So I think my game plan here, because I just want to clean everything up. I've been dealing with some mental health stuff. I've said that I think several times in the last handful of videos. But this time of year is just always kind of difficult for me. So usually it's the time of year where I tend to not be as cleanly at my desk about like managing my stuff. Specifically managing yarn and projects is really where I'm terrible at. I've also been getting a decent amount more orders recently, so I've been chaotically putting back my shipping supplies, like my mailers and my stuff like that. Also bought more mailers so that hopefully I can stop shipping cardigans as tubes, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, right now, we're going to clean up all the yarn we can that's on the ground. Ideally all of my cotton yarn, and I'm just going to stick it in this box. It's not super big, but it's not super small, and most of my cotton yarn is typically smaller skeins anyway because it's the Lily Sugar and Cream or the I Love This Cotton. So my game plan for right now is to deal with all of the yarn that's in the box in front of me, you can't see. Cut to any one of the Halloween market videos, I think probably the first one or the second one, where I talked about having this giant ass box of yarn. I think I bought upwards of like 50 skeins of Lily Sugar and Cream in white, black, red, orange, and green. I don't remember if I said green or not. Like I bought it in those 6 colors or 5 colors or whatever. And I bought a ton of it in black. I think I bought 3 packs of just the black. And they come in packs of 6, so 18 just in black. It's crazy. I bought way too much yarn. I'm glad I bought it though, so I have it now for other things, but I just at the time bought too much. So we're going to deal with that box. If we still have space, we're going to go to all the cotton yarn behind me as well and pull those out of the cubbies they don't belong in. I personally like keeping my cotton yarn, my wool, or my animal fiber yarn, and my acrylic yarn separate. It's just my method of organization. Let's get to that. So amidst all this like organizing I've been doing, cleaning up, I found a cardigan. It's one of the ways I used, like the old way I used to do cardigans, where I'd add like extra side paneling, and I also added extra length down here. I don't really know how I feel about this cardigan. It's almost done. It just needs the bottom border here and then the top border as well. I don't really know where I stand with this cardigan. It's only got a handful of ends to weave in as well. I don't know if I like it. Here, let me show you a little bit better of a view. Oh, it's on the smaller side, so I think it's probably like an XL or maybe even I think it's actually a large probably. It's the sizing I made for it. But the sleeves are also egregiously long for no reason. Like we have length added, the back panel. I just don't know if I like the colorway, to be honest. So I think I'm just gonna frog it. Frog the whole thing. I'd rather use the yarn for something else in the future. I also just don't like the way it like worked up either. Like, I just don't think it's cute. So we're gonna frog that. Decision made. Okay, so I'm gonna get to frogging and we'll find out how much yarn this makes. How much more I'll have to find a space to put away. I started a second bunny beanie, haven't gotten really anything done on it. It's a baby pink and baby blue, half and half. I've barely started the pink, I haven't even done the ears yet, so I don't really want to show you guys because it's not done. I'm starting to get a little bit of my creative juices back. Ew.
Cut that shit. Oh, no, cut that shit. Apologize to the camera.
So I'm starting to get, I'm starting to feel kind of crafty again. So I grabbed this fabric I have. This is not part of this video, but I just want to talk about it because I'm really excited about it. This will be in one of the coming videos that I did not initially have planned, so it'll probably be a midweek upload. I don't really know. Basically, I found these really cool pants on TikTok like 3 years ago, and I've been wanting to make them since then and just didn't. So the plan now is to make them. Ta-da! Yeah, I know. But I bought like 5 yards of this fabric, if I remember correctly, 2 birthdays ago. It was prior to the Joann's closing announcement, but I think it was the first year that I posted on YouTube, so I'm gonna guess 2 years ago. 2 Mays ago. Last May? Not? 2024 May. There we go. So I bought 5 yards of this fabric then, and originally I was going to use it to make this like overall set kind of. And then I decided, I don't want to do that because I didn't have a printer at the time, which I have a printer now, so it's not really cool, but I'm out of printer ink already because somebody just had to use all of the magenta. Anywho, but
magenta
yeah.
Girl.
So, so that's just kind of where I'm at the moment, but I really want to make this pair of pants that I'm talking about. It's like, they have like open hips, like you can have, there's openings at the hips, doesn't matter. You'll see this video, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm gonna go work on that, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.